If the city council passes a home rule petition in support of rent control, it should be if the city council passes a home rule petition in support of rent control, that petition will be sent to the state legislature for review and a vote. As a state rep, would you support or oppose rent control in East Boston and the remainder of the city?
I want to be clear on this. There is no rent control legislation in the state legislature at this time. 2 years ago, there was a bill for Community Stabilization Act that did not pass the city council. 2 months ago, there was a legislation for the collective bargaining that did not pass the city council. Any legislation for rent control or community stabilization that hits the state, as a state representative, I will review the legislation, base it on its merit, and vote for that. We, as state representatives, and I hope that all state representatives will look at real legislation and review it before basing their decision on anything. Thank you.
As most of you know, there's been many attempts to get rent control through the city council, and it's been unsuccessful. So I feel it's unlikely it's going to come before the state anytime soon. However, in its true form, rent control attacks the small landlords, what make up East Boston here and our great community. I know my mother is a small landlord here. With water and sewer rates going up and property taxes skyrocketing, I don't feel rent control at this time I could ever support a measure like that. And however, I do believe in affordable housing measures, that we need to keep working with East Boston CDC and the neighborhood of affordable housing and Brandywine Village to keep affordable housing in the community, however, not rent control. Thank you.
As a state legislator, I would oppose any legislative attempt to bring rent control to East Boston and to the rest of the city. We want to encourage individuals to buy homes in our neighborhood. Having a rent control statute would discourage those same individuals. They need to cover their mortgages, and they may not be able to do so if they were not able to charge a rent they feel is reasonable. I also would like to address the affordable housing issue in our community. I firmly believe that East Boston, over time, has done more than its fair share of providing affordable housing units. Low-income and middle. I have heard in many public forums that we would like other communities, other zip codes, if you will, to do their fair share with affordable housing. I think the reverse is true. I want to encourage developers and homeowners to bring the upper end of the housing stock here to this community. We ask another community to balance their housing stock. It's incumbent upon us to balance ours.
I'm opposed to rent control, but I do believe that we have to find ways of creating affordable housing, create more programs for first-time buyers, and increase first home buyers. Rent control is not the way to go. We have landlords who are paying, and I'm a landlord. I'm sure many of you are here. Our property taxes have skyrocketed, insurance, water. So if we dictated how much we could charge for rent, the homeowners would lose their homes eventually. So I'm opposed to it.